What's up, guys? It's Austin here. I just want to give you guys a quick little sneaker review of the Royal Toe ones that I just got in. Let's get to it with the unboxing. All right, let's jump right in. So I want to give you guys an overview of the Royal Toe ones that are coming out this Saturday, May 9th. So there's a lot of photos on the internet. There's a lot of stuff I've seen on Instagram and the forums, and people are kind of on the fence about this pair. I think because of the overall color blocking. So I know that things may look a little bit different in pictures than a nice high quality video like this. So I'm hoping you guys get something out of this video by getting this closer look. This is actually an early access pair. I got this off of the Sneakers app. I actually never get anything off the Sneakers app. I've never got the early access, never win anything. I've had that app since it came out, back to the streets of New York City. So, kind of an OG person there, but never win anything. Anyway, so the first thing you'll notice with these shoes is we've got the Royal Toe color blocking. Now this is different than the bread toe color blocking that we're used to. The bread toe, we have the bread or the red on the nice red on the toe box as well as the heel. With these shoes, instead we've got the royal on the toe box, but the royal is next seen on kind of like the heel or the collar over here. Now it's not the first time we're seeing this on a Jordan 1 colorway. If you look at the Gym Red ones that just came out recently, we saw the red on the heel like that. Also the not for resale ones, we kind of saw a similar color blocking, but with this one it's a little bit different just because of course it's royal. The Gym Reds had the red swoosh as well, so kind of a mixed bag here. So starting with the overall shoe, what you'll notice is the leather is kind of the same material all the way around the whole shoe. This is different from some of the other releases I've seen where maybe the toe box is a certain leather and then the black part's a different leather, the white part's a different leather. All of the leather they used on this shoe is actually kind of the same, which is actually nice because then you don't have the inconsistencies between your panels. The one thing that I did notice is this little new leather Nike Air tongue tag. I know a lot of you are on the fence about that. That's actually the only piece on this shoe I believe is not real leather. It seems like a vinyl to me, but the swoosh, the white side panel, again the black pieces and the royal pieces, they all seem like they are real leather and they're kind of average in quality, I would say. I got some surprises for you guys in a little bit. I'm just going to compare it to some of our previous releases so you can get an idea of the quality, but definitely something you want to be mindful of if you're looking to pick these up on Saturday. So one of the things I know you guys are kind of on the fence about is the white Wings logo. I agree. I think it would have been nicer if they did a black Wings logo for more of a stealthy look. The white Wings logo definitely pops out when you look at the overall aesthetic. So I think you'll have to keep that in mind. If that's a huge turnoff for you, then maybe pass on these. The shoes come with two pairs of laces. You've got the classic black laces, and you've also got this pair of royal blue laces, depending on what you want to do. Since it's a black tongue, I do recommend going with the black laces, the factory look. I think that's a cleaner look overall. But I have seen that some of you guys use these blue laces, and I've also seen a couple pictures where people swapped it out for white. You can't really go wrong with any of them, but I would personally stick with the black ones. All right, so next up, I've got a bit of a surprise for you. I'm sure that some of you are interested in picking up these Royal Toes this weekend. You're probably wondering how it compares to a recent release, as in the Court Purple ones that just came out. So I'm gonna go over that real quick. And I've also got a pair of my OG Retro Royals that came out in 2017. I'm gonna compare those against these Royal Toe ones as well. So starting with the Court Purple ones, these are both men's size 9 for your scaling purposes. Biggest differences between these two shoes. You'll notice they're both pretty well constructed. I have no major quality issues or concerns with them. No loose threads, no irregular stitch panels, anything like that. The shape is pretty on point. Pretty happy overall with the OG shape. Now, the two biggest differences you'll see, besides the Wings logo, of course, being black on the Court Purple pair and white on the Royal Toe pair, you're going to see that the material on the Court Purple swoosh, as well as the Court Purple heel, they're actually the exact same material they're using on that little tongue patch that I described to you earlier. So I think that tongue patch on both the Court Purple pair as well as the Royal Toe pair, and the Court Purple swoosh and Court Purple heel, I don't think that's real leather. Now, when I look overall at the aesthetic of the shoes, I think the Court Purple ones, I mean, these shoes are fire. I actually doubled up. I paid resale for the first time on these ones. I got a second pair because I think these are such an amazing colorway. You can't go wrong with the OG Chicago color blocking, and I think Court Purple is such a nice color in person. The camera doesn't really do it justice. It's actually quite a bit darker purple, which I think is really clean, really nice. Overall, I'm a big fan of the Court Purple ones. Not as much of a fan as these Royal Toe ones, but that being said, I think the leather overall on the Royal Toes, because they've got real leather back here, real leather on the swoosh, I think the leather is slightly better on the Royal Toes than the Court Purples. Now, you guys are probably wondering, especially if you guys are kind of OG collectors like I am, how does the Royal Toe one compare with the OG Royal one? And this is a retro. This is a 2017. Of course, they're not OG from 85. But anyway, these are the latest retro that we've got with the, the OG shape, if you will. So let's do a comparison there between the OG Royals and these Royal Toes that we've got. The first thing you'll notice, the color of the shoes is slightly different. I'm just going to the box color right now. The new ones, we've got Game Royal. You see Game Royal is over here. This is Royal Blue. That's the OG color. There's a little bit more purple in the Game Royal, and it's also a little bit less saturated. So overall, the Royal ones clearly win for the shade of blue. Definitely a nicer shade of blue. The other thing that's immediately noticeable is the leather that they used on the OG Royals is this really nice supple. I think we saw it first on the 2016 bread ones where they had that nice tumbled, really buttery soft leather. On the Royals, we've got that leather on the heel, we've got that leather on the swoosh, and we've got that leather on the toe box. Over here on the bread, or I keep saying bread toes, on the Royal Toes, we have that okay, I'm going to say, leather, definitely not soft like these. Definitely a big miss on the new models because the leather's a lot harder. The other thing that's less noticeable is the black leather. So I'm going to zoom in real quick here. If you could see it on the OG Royals, that black leather is actually a much finer grain. I believe the OG ones have that kind of like fine grain leather. It's relatively soft, very comfortable on foot. I wear my Royals a lot. As you can see, this is a worn pair. The black is actually very pleasant and soft and very nice looking aesthetically. Now, when we go to the Royal Toes, that black leather is, again, it's that kind of new, that sort of grainy, it's kind of just a less pleasant leather. You might see this leather on, I don't know, let's say like an Air Force One model or something. It's definitely not the same leather as they used on the old model, which, in pictures you might not be able to tell, but I think definitely if you look at these two side by side right now, it's a pretty clear difference in that black leather. So what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are going to be picking this up. Is it a cop? Is it a pass? For me, I'm going to be sticking to the original Royal ones. This is such a, this actually used to be one of my grails. I remember growing up, I actually wanted the 2001 version. Could never get my hands on those because they were going for like $1,000 at the time. So when they came out again, re-retroed in 2017, I was all over them. I actually have 3 pairs of those. These Royal Toes, while it's a clean colorway for me, I'm not the biggest fan of seeing the Royal up here instead of on the heel. So not too sure, to be honest, if I'm going to be keeping these. If you are the type of person that needs every single Retro 1 release, you need every colorway, you want to do the rainbow, if you will, yeah, you probably definitely need to add these to your collection on this Saturday. But for me, it's a clean shoe, really nice aesthetically, but I don't think it's my cup of tea. Now, these core purple ones, though, these are fire. I love these shoes. They're going to be in my permanent collection and highly recommend picking up this pair. Quality, like I said, not the best, but I don't think you can go wrong with the OG colorway. And I think over time, these can be picked up for pretty cheap. I just got this pair off of StockX for $250 shipped after all the fees. I think if you guys are on the fence about these, time is definitely now to be picking them up. I think over time they're going to increase in value just because of the OG colorway. We tend to forget about things like quality of materials, and as long as there's nothing totally wrong with the construction or the shape of the shoe or anything like that, this is going to be a future classic. Highly recommend picking up this pair. Well, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.